Go.
Action. Did you start it?
Yeah, it
Why
didn't
was it
beep.
quiet? I'm right about to watch The Walking Dead. I wish I was wasted or something, but I got work right after it, so, you know how that goes. But anyway, I am super excited. I know you guys are, and I got this picture up because I know we're really excited for the continuation of the governor's story, but I bet you any money we don't see that. The writers of Walking Dead have already shown that they're very patient with their characters, so I really don't expect to see the governor for at least probably 2 or 3 episodes in. I could be wrong. He could be the first person they show in this first episode, the premiere episode, but I'm excited as hell. It's right about to start. I want to get in there to watch it, so I'll get back to you at the commercial break. First commercial break, and I noticed a couple things. Alright, one, they did say the zombies were going to be a little bit more gruesome, a lot less distinctive, meaning you're seeing dirtier clothes, you're not seeing like uniforms and cleaner clothes because it's been such a long period of time. The very first zombie they clearly showed or displayed how gruesome they're going to be with the eyes and the gore and the blood, and they had like the shit just out of it. It was gross, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I loved it, but it was gross, and it's just a glimpse probably into how ugly and nasty these things are going to be from here on out. Another thing they showed is things are a lot more just lighter. It just seems happier. Everyone's joking. Things are calmer. People are molding a little bit, meshing a little bit better together. Carl likes Michonne. He's not such a little prick. And then Rick, he likes Michonne too. Everyone's vibing. They're talking about a council, which, got rid of the Rick dictatorship. What else was there real quick? Because it's about to come back on. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And the governor's still gone, and Michonne is on a hunt for his ass. So, you better be doing push-ups somewhere. Again, we see just how nasty the zombies are looking in this season. And I have to say, there's a couple parts in this show that they, I don't know, just revolutionize. Did I say revolutionize? I don't know. Coolness. One especially was when the zombie put his face through the windshield when Lori had crashed back in like season 2. This is another one of those moments. The first zombie that fell through the roof, and then he got tangled up in his own intestines. Whoever came up with that shit, that was the coolest thing I've seen in a long time in a zombie film. That was awesome. Now, I want to get back in there. There's, I don't know, all the zombies are raining down inside that store or whatever, which I thought people were saying that was supposed to be the governor's like new lair or bunker or whatever, but I guess that's just a really big helicopter scene now. And I want to point out to everyone who commented on AMC's really quick clip of the girl saying, help me, please. I said it was Maggie. It sounds like Maggie in the clip. Clearly not Maggie, but it is some other new girl. I don't think she's going to be in it long because she's friggin' weird. Something's up with her. Why her husband didn't come is another story. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a zombie or close to it. So I'm going to get back in there and figure that out. Episode 1 just ended, and I'm really glad that they went a little bit more slow pace with this episode. I was kind of afraid that they were going to throw a whole bunch at us just to get us really excited and really wrapped into something. And so I kind of questioned what they were going to do for the first episode, and I probably shouldn't have because I really like the direction that they took in a lot of other previous episodes. But I really like how they showed their little council, their little government or whatever. People are coming together, you know what I mean? They showed a little bit more of the human side. They did show a lot more zombies and how a lot more of the zombies being nasty, dirty. There's a bigger threat, it seems like, in this episode with the zombies being more clustered, more of a herd. And I wonder if they're going to keep going on with that probably throughout the rest of the season. Because right about now, 1 zombie, 2 zombies, it's pretty much no big deal. But when you get 100 of them in one spot, you know what I mean? I think that's where they're going to really show the dangers in this season. As far as that, I did think they did a really good job with this episode. As far as where they're going to go from here, I think it's really too early to tell because they didn't set up a whole lot of direction as what's going to happen. Obviously, we know a little mini outbreak is going to happen inside the prison. Whether or not that's going to push them out of the prison, that alone, I highly doubt. I think they're going to contain that, but it's going to, whatever turned that kid into a zombie, I mean, like, what was that? Did he get food poisoning and die? Is it a new way you become a zombie? Is that the thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what made him a zombie? I mean, what, he catch a high fever and just died? And he, obviously turned into a zombie? I don't know what it was. And when he fell, did he bash his face? Because he was fine, and then he fell down, and now he's, you know what I'm saying? So, there's a whole lot of questions that I really want to see what direction they take. I really kind of hope that there is a stronger strain of the virus, so to speak, and it kills people in a different way. Maybe they got to stay a little bit more protected. I don't know. Maybe if they go in that direction. So we'll have to see. I thought I was done, but there was a couple more things that were weighing on my mind that I actually breezed over and I didn't touch upon. One was Michonne. She's not going to look for a new home or a new place to stay. She's on a rampage on a revenge mission for Andrea, which shows that character is not completely forgotten about. Even though they didn't talk about her, we just know that Michonne's best friend is dead, and it's like the governor shot her in the head himself, and she's going to kill him. So she's going to Macon, Georgia, to hunt for the governor because she pretty much searched their area around, where the prison is. The next thing I wanted to go over was that crazy bitch, her husband actually was a zombie, so I called that. And this I wanted to touch upon real quick. I think that this sets a tone for the entire season. I'm theorizing here, because I noticed them talking a lot between Rick and Herschel and that strange lady and Rick about coming back. And not necessarily coming back as a zombie, but morally. When you're a good person, you got to do really bad things to survive. Can you come back from that? And I like where they're going with this, and I think that people are probably going to not even pay attention to this as much as they probably should. They might later on, but when you get bit physically, you turn into a zombie. You know what I mean? So you come back as a monster. You could be a good guy. You get bit, a bad guy, you get bit, physically you come back as a monster. Now let's say you're a good guy, whatever it is. Originally in the story, Philip Blake, originally Brian Blake, he was a good guy, he got turned into a monster. So morally, let's just say theoretically, they're trying to touch upon morally, when you come back, can you come back as a good guy? If you were a good guy, had to do some bad shit, turned into a bad guy a little bit, can you come back as a good guy? And I think they're going with that angle, and I hope they're going to utilize the governor's story. I don't know if they're going to try to make him a good guy. I doubt it, but I think they're going to focus on Rick with that, but touch upon the governor's story to show the two sides. Like, Rick can probably come back and be the good guy still, but the governor's maybe he's going to be more of a monster. Who knows? They might try to have the governor redeem himself, which we all want to see him die anyway. So, oh, and Carl hid the gun. I forgot to touch upon that, but that was definitely Carl's gun. His dad knows it. He ain't stupid. And there's even a little preview where Carl asked, and I didn't understand it before, if he can get his gun back. We never saw Rick take his gun, so I'm assuming this is going to come out later on in episode 2 or 3 maybe, that that was Carl's gun and he hid it for some reason in dirt and didn't put it in a bag or something. He has a whole prison to hide it in. I don't get it. I really wanted to go into the strange woman and Rick a little bit deeper, but I don't think you guys want to hear me ramble anymore. We're just getting started here, so I'll wait till, you know what I mean, I grow on you guys a little bit like a fungus, and then I'll ramble on and on and on and on. View in next Sunday or Monday for episode 2 review. Take care. If you don't like, subscribe, and or comment, and you would prefer to watch somebody else give a review of The Walking Dead, I got just the person, so keep watching.
Zombies and some flopper zombies that I just saw from that little tiny hole right there. And Daddy covered my eyes. And I just saw one, if you can see swap one. There are zombies that have makeup, not real blood. There's makeup on them. 'Cause
Good
they
job.
have makeup.